Hi there and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Well, the Humane Society of Harlingen works year-round to provide shelter and care for dogs and cats here in the Rio Grande Valley, and their team is also very dedicated to making sure your pet has all of the resources that they need to live a happy and healthy life. With that comes vet visits and proper vaccinations. So we dropped by to learn more about this, as well as a kitty clinic for kitten season that will be happening soon. Hi everybody, Sarah here with the Humane Society of Harlingen. I'm here with Little Teapot as we are getting ready for kitten season here at the shelter. This year we're expecting thousands of little kittens to come in, so we are hosting a drive-through kitten shower on Sunday, March the 7th from 9 a.m. to noon. If you're interested in joining us for the kitten shower, you can see our wish list on our website. But if you can't make it by to the kitten shower itself, no worries. You can text the word kittens to the number on your screen to make a donation for kitten season. The Humane Society of Harlingen is always putting together different events for you and your pet, and there are also many opportunities for drive-through vaccinations throughout the year. To keep up with all things HSH, feel free to visit their website or drop on by. All right, well, education is important, and the staff at Rio Hondo High School, they're dedicated to students' academic careers as well as their hobbies and personal interests, such as sports. Our team dropped by their campus to learn more about how one student's basketball ambitions are, and this is today's Student Spotlight segment.
Good morning everyone, I'm Eliza Rodriguez. I go to Rio Hondo High School and I'm in 10th grade. I'm on varsity and it feels really good to be on varsity starting as a freshman. Well, I average 18 points a game like you said. I usually have like 5 rebounds, try to go for more each game, have about like 7 assists. When I'm preparing for games, I usually come to the gym and work on my shots, work on my free throws, my 3-pointers. Oh, I love basketball, but studies comes first, and I have to study at home. With remote learning, a little harder, but try to keep my grades up. Oh, I really like school because our teachers are really great. They help us out, especially with remote learning. My favorite subject right now is geometry, and I like world history. If anyone would want to play basketball in high school like I did, I would work on my shots, work on my layups, and mainly dribbling and passing. I want to keep up with my grades, school, my basketball, and just keep working to what the year has to offer for me.
Eliza has been averaging around 18 points per basketball game, and she even helps mentor some of her younger travel teammates in the RGV Lady Lakers. Her education is as important to her as her passion for ball, and she can't wait to graduate soon. Well, evolving personally and professionally is what we all aim to do each and every day, but that can be difficult to do when life throws curves at you sometimes. Luckily, we had the chance to speak with one author and public speaker and coach who has designated and designed a 10-principle mindset to maximize your potential and your success rate. He's dedicated to empowering you when it comes to overcoming obstacles, staying healthy, staying focused, and staying on track. Here's today's Generation Inspiration.
Well, good morning. My name is Joshua Gora, and I originally grew up in Lawrence, Massachusetts, which is a small city north of Boston, but I've been in Rhode Island now the last 20 years, but in New England my whole life. I mean, change your minds to change your future came from my own experience in my professional career, right? So I've been in financial services for almost 20 years now. And when I looked outside the box and I wanted to kind of expand, I realized it was more about how we view the world and how we view each day and what the recipe is. And so that's how I came up with the title. But the 10 principles to maximize each day is something I coach entrepreneurs around, and it's something I do for myself. So everything I do, it's something that I do myself, or else I wouldn't empower other people to do it, right? The biggest takeaway is overcoming obstacles, right? I'm fortunate to still be here. I was in a hit and run accident as a child, and I shared that in the book, so I don't want to give it away. But the fact that I'm here to tell the story is a blessing in itself. So the biggest takeaway is you can do as much as you want, as much as you can on any given day, as long as you apply the right mindset and the right philosophy around it. And that's how I came up with those 10 principles. And the top 3 for me are gratitude, self-care, and passion, right? The other 7, you can go to joshgora.com and see them and view them and read the summaries. And I also include a free workbook on there. But I really harp on those 3 more than anything, because if you're thankful for what you have in pursuit of what you want, it's a very different process, right, from day to day. And if you take care of you, you can take care of others. And the more we do that around other people, the more we empower other people to do that. JoshGora.com is my website. Also on Instagram, it's just my name, @JoshGora. And then I'm also on Twitter and Facebook. But the book itself is on Amazon right now. I'm still working with Barnes & Noble. That should be up any day now. The Spanish version is in the works as well. So we're just translating, and I speak Spanish fluently. So again, it goes around empowering as many people as possible, especially in our communities and folks that speak English and Spanish. I would say that the biggest thing is, I started this book probably 2 years ago, and it pushed me to do it last year in the middle of the pandemic, because I'm looking around and there's a lot of folks in depression, anxiety, obesity, all these different things. And people are like, well, where do I go? How do I change things? And that's kind of how that also came about, that title, right? Like, how do I coach people to just take action? So I think the biggest thing is nothing's going to happen unless you take massive action and put it into work. But then people say, okay, well, I'm stuck. How do I actually start? And so that the 10 principles is literally a checklist. And my gift to everybody else is that I want to give them the gift of understanding, the gift of compassion, the gift of empathy with themselves. And if they can understand that and really empower themselves around that way of thinking, it's pretty powerful what we can do.
Josh says if you change your mindset, then you can change your future. And he urges you to go ahead and try following these 10 principles yourself to see what it can do in your life. For details on how to get started, feel free to check out his book at joshgora.com. All right, well, if you like salsa, then you may like to try different types of salsa. Think about no burn, double burn, triple burn, and even torched level flamin' hot salsa. Having trouble imagining what that looks like? Well, not to worry. We dropped by for a peek at this unique home recipe. Check it out.
Good morning, guys. My name is Joey Barber from Barber Bs Salsa, and of course BS Red Zone Chill and Grill, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But I'm here down in Sam Houston, actually, where I grew up in San Benito, Texas. That's 408 South Sam Houston, Suite 102. Every year, I was a car salesman, like pretty much everybody else here in the Valley, right? I was a car salesman for about 8 years. I remember beginning January 2nd, we had a meeting and they asked us, what do we plan on doing this year, right? I was like, oh, I'm gonna start my own business. I was tired of making money for everybody else, right? And I didn't know what I was talking about. I had no idea about no business. But then I went through my 21-day fast, and I do that every year. And at the end of it, I figured, you know what? Let me do something for my mom. My mom has a salsa that was unique. Nobody else could do. Everybody at barbecues wanted her to do it. So I was like, you know what, I want to honor her. My mom passed away 10 years ago, Sylvia Barber, by the way. She passed away 10 years ago, so I wanted to represent her. She never wanted to do anything for herself, so I wanted to do it for her. So I never thought I was going to quit the car business, but you know what, sure enough, Super Bowl Sunday, I said I was going to do this, and over 100 and something people ordered some. And then from there, it just took off. First of all, it's mama approved, right? So it has to be good, right? So there's 8 different flavors that I have. I got 4 fresh salsas, and I got 3 cooked and 1 cold salsa. So that's gonna be a weak stick, which is for your, customers out there that can't take the chili. And then we have, it used to be called no burn, but now it's called single burn, then double burn, then triple burn. Reason being is because you gotta be able to because I used to call it no burn, and they're like, so I guess it's not hot at all, but it actually is pretty hot. You know, the only one that's not hot is the weak stick. And on the cooked version, it's gonna be tortadilli, and of course jalapeño. And the cold one is probably the fan favorite now, is Irish jalapeño. It's like a creamy substance, but it's like good for salad dressings and for toppings on shrimp and fajitas also. Barber Bs Salsa is something that's not only family owned and representing my mom, but it's something you could use on your everyday food. You know, it's something you can mix with your rice, your fajitas, your chicken, your sausage, your shrimp, pretty much everything you could use this salsa for. And with that salsa, I went ahead and I dehydrated it, all the vegetables, and I turned it into a rub. So now you could actually sprinkle it on your food before you cook it, and it's called BS Hound Dust. Eat my dust.
Again, this is a homemade recipe with roots right here in the Valley because it's mama approved. So if you'd like more information on how to get your hands on some hot salsa, then feel free to drop by their location or visit their Facebook page, and of course, give them a call. Well, each and every day there is a birthday going on, and we thought it'd be fun to take a look at some today. All right, well, according to famousbirthdays.com, March the 2nd marks the special day of professional recording artist Becky G, YouTube star Nikki D. Jagger, and of course actress Rebel Wilson, and singer Bon Jovi. That's just a quick look for you, so be sure to keep up with our team for more on celebrity birthdays. And if you would like to send us a message for a special birthday shout out for yourself, your family member, or a friend, then feel free to give us a message on social media. All right, well, that is all of our time for now. Thanks again so much for joining us today, and be sure to stick around tomorrow because we've got a lot more in store for you. And don't forget to follow our team again on social media. There you go again for a look at behind the scenes fun and sneak peeks of what we're filming for the show. All this and so much more tomorrow on Valley por Vida. We'll see you then.